Okay, let's try a little yoga. So feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead, sitting bones down, hips open, shoulders back and down. Get that heart nice and open too. And raise your crown toward the ceiling. Let your arms relax, spread your toes, and take a few breaths, getting that energy coming in and stress going out. And since it's a little chilly today, let's do our energetic warm up. So inhale to the sides, out to the front, up to the top, and exhale down. Let's try that again. Wait a minute, I think that got backwards. To the front first, then out to the side, expanding your heart, then all the way up and exhale down. So inhale, out, up, exhale. And remember, exhale with that emphatic ha. In, ha. Ha. Try breathing in through your nose, not your mouth, and see how that works for you. And just feel that energy going through your whole body, warming things up and energizing everything. And then come back to mountain pose and just let that circulation flow. Breathe, raise your crown to the ceiling, feel the breath, exhale, and release any stress. And of course, let's try it once more. So to the front, to the sides, all the way up, ha, up, out, high, ha. A couple more times. And let things just release, feeling what's going on for you. Lengthen the crown to the ceiling, and let's just do our little windmill side to side. Keep breathing, stretching the spine, getting that room for your spine to move into the twist. And just follow your hands one direction and then the other. Relax your shoulders, keep lengthening the spine. And then coming back to the center, let's work the shoulders a little bit with the back stroke. Bring the arm in close to your ear as you come up and around. Let your whole body do a little bit of motion, feeling the spine still working. And then bringing both arms up. Come up on the opposite toe as you reach one hand to the ceiling. Remember, keep the foot flat on the side you're stretching. Exhale that down, inhale the other one up. Lengthening through those ribs. Exhale down, or reach the other one up again. Exhale and inhale. Come up on that final side. And then both feet down, both arms up, shoulders down. Clasp your hands, press the palms to the ceiling. Bring the arms out to the front. Twist the wrists around and back out and up. And then switch your fingers over one position and push up again. Arms by your ears, shoulders down, sitting bones down. Arms again out, twist it around and back and all the way up and release. And then bring your feet together and we'll bend the knees. Remember, hands above the knees, don't press down, just position so that shoulders stay relaxed. And then circle your knees, work your feet, get those toes moving, everything, ankles. Feel your hips start to warm up just a little. And then stop and go the other way. And again, just circling around. Don't go beyond your toes, remember, with your knees, just gentle circles. Coming back, we'll find that balanced place out in front to stare at and lift your heels coming onto the ball of the feet. Spread those toes out, no gripping, and get a little balance. Keep breathing. And then roll back and forth on your feet, get the whole foot bottom working. And come on back up into mountain pose, feet hip width apart. And either clasp your arms behind your lower back or reverse prayer if you want to work those wrists a little bit more, fingertips up between your shoulder blades. Press the palms as much toward each other as they want to go. Bend your knees toward, not beyond your toes, and then circle. So get those hips and lower bodies moving. Nice big circles. Feeling everything getting a little motion, and then stop, go the other way. Deep breathing. And again, coming back to the center, releasing. Reach your crown to the ceiling, and let's do a balance practice because we need to. So lift your toes on your balance foot, pick whichever one works best. And spread the toes out, no gripping, remember, you want the ball of the foot to get the weight along with the heel. Ankle, knee, hip, shoulder lined up, make sure you're not turning things out or anything like that. And sink evenly into the foot. Make sure that core is supporting your spine and you're reaching the crown toward the ceiling. And then bring the other leg up. Remember, don't cross it over. Just pull it as high as it wants to go, all the way to your heart if it likes that. And then you can work your ankle again. Breathe. Keep your balance. And then flex and point before you put the foot back down. Spread the toes on that foot. Make sure that you're getting that alignment and that ball of the foot and heel area balancing your whole weight as you shift into that foot. Core working and bringing the other leg up. And again, when you're balanced, circle that ankle a little bit, keeping things flexible because we don't want to become old ladies or men or anybody. Just not shuffling around, working those ankles effectively. And again, bringing the foot back down and into mountain pose. Arms at shoulder level, let's bend the elbows, fingertips together and pull the elbows back. Bring them together and then swing out around and toward the back. As far as they want to go, you can touch them in the back if that works for you or don't. Remember, don't overdo. A little and together, all the way around and together. Keep those elbows at shoulder level, breathing with it as you open. And one more swing back and release. Feel your shoulders. Let's work them around a little bit and a little bit of front work. And then again, arms at shoulder level. Bring your thumbs into your fists and just push out through the fists. Turn one up and one down. And we'll keep pushing out as we rotate the arms. So one goes up, one goes down. Feel the whole arm moving as you bring that whole arm into it, and then work your shoulder. So the fist goes down and the shoulder comes forward, and it reverses as you go the other way. So a nice little massage all the way across that upper body. Breathe with it, let those hips move as you rotate. And then release the shoulders. And the arms, just push those fists out. Tighten the fists. And release the fingers, spread them out. And shake out your arms, coming back into mountain pose. Hands to your heart. Inhale and bring them up. A little behind you and swan dive over. Hands under your knees for that halfway up stretch. So elbows, knees, spine straightening. Look at the floor. Don't crunch your neck. And then bend your knees and come all the way down into our child pose transition. Hips on your heels or back that way, forehead toward the floor or all the way down. Let the shoulders release and relax. Tuck in your chin a little bit. Let the neck stretch. And take a few breaths. Exhale and just release tension. And then sitting up as you inhale, come on off your legs and into staff position. And we'll work those hips a little bit more. So press out through your heels, up through the crown, keep those shoulders relaxed back and down, and that core always supporting your spine. So keep the core ribs toward your spine up so that that abdominal area supports the low back. Bring your foot up to the thigh and let the knee come down toward the floor. Again, remember your weight of your hand, but not pressure. If you like a little bit extra work for that hip, or if you like a little less, you can bring the leg over to the side. Take a few breaths there, just relaxing through that hip joint, letting everything release. Crown still to the ceiling, core supporting your spine so you're straight through that whole back of your body. And the sitting bones, remember, always slightly behind you, or maybe raised up on a little cushion so that you get that pelvic opening a little bit easier. And then bringing your hand onto your ankle and knee, or wrapping your arms around and pulling the leg in. Do your rotation side to side to get that joint working maybe a little bit more effectively. Breathe into it, just relaxing. Keep the shoulders releasing. Bring the leg higher or closer if you like it more intense. And don't forget to breathe. And then releasing your leg, feel what's going on the two sides, and bring the other leg up. So again, just letting it come down as much or as little as it wants on this side. Bringing the leg over to the side, out to the front. Remember, keep that knee and toes up on that extended leg. Take a few breaths, just letting the leg relax and release any tightness through that whole hip area. And don't forget to keep the crown reaching up and the core supporting your spine. And then foot and hands and knees, or wrapping around, rotate side to side. Take a few breaths as you do that. Remember, always just breathing, releasing tension, letting things work themselves out at their pace, getting more intense if you love it or not, because personal practice is always your best yoga. And then releasing that leg, take a moment, feeling your hips. Oh yeah, let's go ahead into butterfly, see how that's working today. Kind of angle your bottoms of your feet slightly up if that works better for your muscles and joints. And reach the crown always straight up. Nice core support and spine alignment. Bring your hands under your shoulders behind you for that release through that hip joint, and lift your heart. So shoulder blades down toward your waist as you're doing that. Fingertips or palms down, whatever works for you. Just let those knees sink maybe a little bit further if they're loving it today. Exhaling, relaxing, breathing. And then hands back to the center. Lift your knees, and again, bring your legs straight out to the front. And we're going to go into a little wide-legged position. So bring the legs out to either side of the mat. Move those sitting bones slightly more behind you if that works, to let that thigh area release a little bit. Press out through your heels, reach up through the crown. Take a breath, exhale, and bring your hands next to you. Shoulders down, core working, stretch your spine apart, and we'll bring the arms out at shoulder level, palms up, hands over your shoulders. Take a moment to breathe. Pull those shoulders down. Exhale, hands down to your shoulders, sink into your sitting bones, and then reach way up. Breathing in, stretch it out. Exhale and release. Take another breath, stretch it up, and as you exhale, turn to one foot. Exhale, hands to your shoulders. Inhale, give yourself a good stretch, and reach for your foot or your leg, wherever your hands will go. So keep the toes pulling back and the heels pushing out on both legs. Keep both knees up and just sink your chest toward your leg. Keep the spine straight as you're doing this. We're not rounding, we're not bringing the head down to the knee, we're just pivoting the body. Take a breath, stretch up maybe a little bit more, stretch out maybe a little bit more, exhale maybe a little bit further down. If you're really flexible, you can make it to the leg or not. It's your body. Do what's right for you. And then reach out, inhale, coming back up, turn to the center, and exhale, hands to the mat, just briefly. Again, adjust anything that needs to adjust. Keep the knees and toes up, heels pushing out, and crown toward the ceiling. Arms again at shoulder level, palms up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands down, and inhale and stretch. Exhale, sink way down all the way, and inhale and stretch. As you exhale, turn to that other leg. And again, as you're facing that leg, stretch up. Exhale, releasing, and one more stretch up, and exhale, pivoting toward that leg. Chin toward your knee, crown toward the ceiling still. Sitting bones. The sitting bone you're moving away from can come up slightly so you can get into that turn and reach for your leg or your foot or your ankle or your floor, wherever your arms want to go. Take a breath, stretch up, reach out, exhale, maybe deepen. And again, keep the leg as straight on the floor as you can. Breathe with it, keep stretching. And then arms coming again by your ears. Inhale back up, exhaling and turning to the center and releasing. Bend your knees and bring the legs out to the front. Bring your feet to the end of the mat. Core active, spine nice and straight, reaching up, and then exhaling and rolling onto your back once more. Take a moment, breathing, let the shoulders come down, just relax your body. And then sitting bones toward your heels, press your back gently down, get that core working. Bend your knees, heels in right next to your sitting bones, or as close as they want to come, feet flat on the floor, knees straight up toward the ceiling. And then pressing the whole back down, crunch down a little bit, working those abs. And then pull those sitting bones back toward your shoulders, arching up, lifting the ribs, lifting the belly up into that arch. So get that space under your back to build that low back. Working the hips out, pressing down, crunching the core a little bit, and then again, inhaling, arching up. And just do that a few times with your breath, exhaling and pressing, inhaling and arching. And let the back get a little bit more flexibility work there. Strengthening those lower back muscles and joints. And then coming back to your neutral spine, keeping those knees straight up. Remember, don't have them spreading apart or crunching in together, but straight up. Let the sitting bones be down toward your heels and the back pressing down, and we'll go up into a little bridge. So lift those hip bones straight up and press gently into your arms, shoulders, and hands. So your feet are supporting you along with your upper body, not your neck. Make sure your head can move just gently side to side, and you're on your shoulders as you come up, lifting those hips only as far as they want to go. Take a breath, tension out. And then exhale, rolling the shoulders, shoulder blades, and ribs to the floor, and letting your whole body come back down. Okay, so we're going to do something a little different on this bridge. So bring one foot up off the floor. One-footed bridge. Hands next to you, sitting bones toward your heels, press the back gently down. And again, lift those hip bones evenly up. They may not go as high this time, that's okay. And again, come onto your shoulders, just pressing into your foot and shoulders and arms. Make sure your neck isn't compromised. And then again, releasing from the shoulders, shoulder blades, ribs, and spine, and bring that foot back down. Take a moment to breathe. Yeah, a little bit more work there through the hips, through the core, and we'll do the other one. So again, making sure those knees are going straight up, press the back down, bring your other foot slightly off the floor. And again, lifting your hip bones straight up, come into a bridge with only one foot down. Make sure your shoulders and arms support you and you're not on your neck. And breathe, just lifting both hip bones as straight up toward the ceiling as they'll go, even with that leg lifted. And again, releasing shoulders, ribs, and back. Foot coming back down. And again, pressing those sitting bones toward your heels, draw the knees in, give yourself a little stretch through that back that was doing a little extra work. And don't forget to breathe. And then knees to the floor, bring your arms out to T position, getting ready for, let's just do a cross-leg twist. So go ahead and bring your heels right next to your sitting bones, knees straight up, press the back down, bring one leg over. And remember, this is a little more intense on that low back, so make sure that you only go as far with those knees toward the floor as they want to go. Turn your head toward the opposite side, relax the shoulders down, and breathe. So feel the twist, only go as deeply as your body is willing to go. Remember, always allowing your twist, never forcing it. Take a breath, just let the twist balance your body and your energy. Exhale any stress or tension. And then heels toward your hips, roll onto your back, bring your foot down, uncross that leg, and straighten things out if you need to, so we can twist the other way. Sitting bones toward your heels, back down, cross your leg over, and roll the knee over toward the side. Again, you can have that pillow under your knee to make sure it doesn't go too far if that's necessary for you. You can turn your head only as far as your neck is willing to go. Remember, don't overdo those neck vertebrae. And just keep the shoulders down for that whole middle back to twist as it needs to. Don't forget to keep breathing with that exhalation, releasing the ligaments and allowing your twist to happen at your own pace as you're ready for it. Taking a breath, just relaxing. Don't forget to breathe and relax. And of course, too soon, we'll bring those heels in and roll onto your back, uncrossing the legs and slide them out for our final relaxation. Hands near your hips, palms up for those shoulders to release down into that surface beneath you. Rotate the ankles, bring the toes toward each other, and then just release the legs. Let your belly soften. Roll your head side to side, release those shoulders and neck area. Let your fingers relax, arms, shoulders, belly, everything. Just sink your body into that earth surface beneath you and let Mother Earth support you. Let it go. Deepen into that inner awareness. And then exhale any awareness of your body, letting other thoughts come as they do. And remember, it's the job of your mind to produce those thoughts, but it's your choice to pay attention. Right now, just let the thoughts drift away without awareness. Breathing deeply, letting your body sink into that earth support, and your mind just drift. Breath deepening, body relaxing, everything releasing. And just allow your awareness to release your body and your mind. Letting peace fill your awareness and your body and your being. Relaxing in peace.
And keep relaxing as long as you have that opportunity today. If it's time to get ready for the rest of your day, though, just begin moving gently, drawing energy and awareness with the breath back to the moment, to the room, to your body. Moving your body more freely and fully as you breathe more deeply. And of course, when you're ready for that final yoga hug of appreciation, sitting bones toward your heels, back gently down as you draw your heels toward your hips and your knees up toward your heart. Wrap your arms around, give yourself that appreciative yoga hug, however feels good for you today. Letting your body know you appreciate its work today in yoga and the work your body does for you every day. And when you're ready to release, head and feet to the floor, roll to the side, and sit back up, getting ready for the rest of your day today. Thanks for joining me